Good morning, MolyFitters. It's Tuesday, it's week 13, and guess what? It's not raining, the sun's out. Yay, finally. Today, we're gonna work on your posture a bit more. Now, as it's not raining anymore, after this, make sure you try and get out as much as possible. And when you're doing that, let's go back to what we did last week, listening to our bodies. Okay, how did you get on? Did you manage to listen to your body? Did you find your own idiosyncrasy with your knees turning in or your foot turning in, or was everything perfect? Do let me know. So what I want you to do when you're walking is just be aware and be very mindful of what your body is doing. Are you striking the ground with your heel and walking heel to toe? Do you roll through, push off with your toe? Are you managing to transfer your body weight all the way through your leg, or are your knees knocking inwards? Do you have your core on? What's going on with your back? Is it neutral? Is it arched? Your shoulders, are they rounded? Is your chest open? There's loads to think about, you know, and a really important one is your head up. Are you looking down? So when you're walking, just be mindful about what's going on with your body. Okay, don't take it for granted your body's going to behave. It's up to you to make sure you're directing your body. Right, so the first exercise we're going to do works on posture, and it also strengthens the thighs. And it's dipping with your knees. Now for this you need back in the kitchen on this one, a nice firm surface that's not going to go anywhere. You place your hands on the surface for support. The most important thing to think about with this exercise is keep your back straight with this one. Really work on your posture. Put your core on, neutral spine, and don't lean forwards and don't lean into this one. All the work comes from bending the knees. So your torso from the waist up is nice and straight, head up, eyes forward. So your feet want to be hip distance apart. Hands for support. Let's put the core on. Remember, pull it in from the groin, zip it up to the belly button. Not too tight, remember, we want to be able to breathe. Make sure you can't feel any body weight in your back, so that means your spine's neutral. So if you think about it, you'll feel your body weight sitting in your thighs and your core. Open your chest. Now I want you to really feel that. Pull the chest from the sternum to the shoulders so you feel your chest cavity opening, you feel your ribs lifting. Then relax your shoulders. Okay, a lot of us walk around using our shoulders as earrings. So just taking a breath and exhale and lower your shoulders, okay? Don't force any of these actions. Let them try and be as natural as possible. So don't yank it down and whack it back. Just very gently, with your breaths, drop down and open up. Good. Now we're gonna hold on there, and very simply, we're gonna dip with the knees and come up again. Now this is quite a hard one to do because your body will naturally, as you dip, want to do that, okay? But tell it, okay? You give the orders, don't let your body boss you around. Put your core on. You can tighten your buttocks, that holds everything in, and we're just gonna dip and up, dip and up. So what we're doing here, we're really working our posture, okay? We're working it hard. We're using our core to hold the weight of our body weight, and then we're lowering it down into our knees. Not too much, okay? We don't want to go down too low. It's just a little dip, just to put the body weight in your thighs, and then use your thighs to push up. Because 9 times out of 10, without even realizing, when you bend down, you will bend down with your back. You won't even use your knees. And then when you come up, you'll come up with your back like this. So I'm trying to retrain the body a bit to get the thighs and the core working together. So let's hold on. Taking a breath, and let's dip. 1, 2, let's do 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, keep that torso upright. 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. How did that feel? Was it easy? Was it difficult? Could you feel your back trying to take over? Could you feel your body weight sitting in your core? You know, think about all these things and get everything working together. So, who's watching today, Gemma?
Marilyn and the Azalea.
So Marilyn and the Azalea Room, good morning. Are you managing to listen to your body? Right, let's try this knee dip again, okay? Let's really think about it. So holding on, we're just going to gently dip down and come up. Really work the thighs and the core. Okay, let's go. 1. Let's do it with our breaths as well. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Right, so one thing to look out for is we've all got wear and tear in all sorts of places. You know, no one's 21 anymore. As we grow up, bits of the body naturally wear away. Now, if this causes you pain, you may be going a little too low. Okay, you're going a bit too low and putting too much body weight in the knee. So just go down, try and reduce how far down you go on that one. If it still hurts the knee, you know, not every exercise suits everyone. So if you're doing this and you're going gently and it's still hurting, try and persevere. We're only doing 10, so we can't damage you just doing 10. If after a few attempts you know it's no good for you, then stop. And there's plenty of other exercises we'll be doing in the next few weeks that do the same thing. Okay? Now, the next exercise is working on the balance. So last week we had 1 foot forward, we were raising the heel, we were distributing our body weight down the center of the thigh into the center of the foot, and we were holding it there. Now, if you can do that and you feel confident, okay, we'll do this without holding on. May I suggest for the first time you do this, you just use something for support that can hold your weight and it's not going to fall. So, oh, I've just seen Rosie said hello. Good morning, Rosie. I hope your knee's feeling better and I hope these exercises are helping. Right, so let's do the first one holding on. We're just going to raise the heel of 1 foot, keeping the toe on the floor. Then we're going to make sure our core's on and our body weight is going down the active leg into the foot, okay? And we're going to hold on to something. Make sure whatever you're holding on for isn't going to fall and can sustain your body weight. So again, kitchen worktop is the best thing for this. It's not going to go anywhere. Then taking a breath. And as you breathe out, gently raise the leg and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and gently down. Good. Now, if you're really thinking of the first time, you won't be thinking about what's going on in your body. You'll be too busy worrying you're not going to fall over. So now, let's do it again and let's really think about what's going on in our bodies. Ready? Lift and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And what you should feel your core on, okay? And that's holding your body weight. You should feel your thigh working hard. Don't forget, you've got all your body weight on one leg now. You should feel your buttocks being used, and you should feel the weight pushing down into your foot. And then if you really want to extend that, then you should feel your chest opening up and your head up. So there's a lot to think about here. And all this is so beneficial when you go out for a walk, because what we've done is just by holding here, lifting our leg up, holding our body weight, we're training our bodies, okay, for balance and strength. And also we're training our brain and our body to talk to each other. So when you go for a walk, it's a lot easier and it flows more, it's more natural, less robotic, less wooden, because that's what we're aiming for. We're aiming for when you go for a walk, it's nice and natural, it flows without hesitation and without restriction. So let's try that now without holding on, but only if you feel confident. So if you don't feel that confident, carry holding on until you do. So feet hip distance apart, same leg, bring it slightly forward, raise the heel off the floor on your toe, transfer your body weight down into the other leg, straight down the thigh into the foot, open the chest, hands by your sides, try and feel your ribs are open, okay? If you're leaning forwards, if you're top heavy, as soon as you lift your leg up, there's only one way you're gonna go, okay? We've got to train you to have this nice, perfect posture, head up, eyes forward, chin parallel to the floor, so the weight of your head, this 5 kilogram massive heavy object, is sitting naturally on your shoulders Okay, so that then is evenly distributed all through the body instead of being here and tilting you forwards. So line it all up, hands by the side, taking a breath. And as we breathe out, we're just going to gently, just a little, raise the toe off the floor, not much, hold it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and gently down. Now when you're doing this, you may be tempted to put your arms out and use your arms to help balance, but all you're doing there is you're taking the core out of the equation and you're using the arms to balance and not your core. So we're trying to, when you walk down the road, you're not going to be walking like this. We're trying to train your body to use what it's got, okay, and use that core muscle. Let's try it on the other side. So the other foot forward. We're going to hold on for this one just for confidence. Right, raise the heel off the floor, keep your toe on. Transfer your body weight down the thigh, activate your core, neutral spine, open chest, head up, holding on, lift and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and rest. Good. Now, did you feel everything working? Did you feel the thighs, the core, the chest, everything? Or did you feel pain in your knee? Did you feel pain in your hip? Did you feel pain in your back? Any of those are quite normal. Quite often, when we fix a problem, we gain a few more. So it's about being aware what's in the body. Because say you have knee pain, we try and fix the knee pain. You won't necessarily be aware that you've also got problems in the hips or the backs. And so by fixing the knee pain and lining everything up and getting it to work perfectly, then it shows that you've got pain somewhere else. So don't be worried, all this can be fixed with a bit of stretching and strengthening. And if you've got any problems, email me, message me, we can work it through together. And the whole point of these live sessions is that I'm live. So if you have a problem, type it in and I can talk you through it. So let's try that again. Nice big deep breaths. Now let's try that, holding on one more time, taking a breath, lift and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and gently down. Perfect. Now, let's try that without holding on. So hands by the side, bring one foot slightly forward. The heel of that foot, raise it off the floor, like so. Transfer your body weight down the center of that thigh. Put your core on. Neutral spine. Open the chest cavity, feel the ribs lifting up but lowering the shoulders. Head up, taking a breath. And as we breathe out, gently lift up and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and rest. Now you can see on this side, the camera's picking it up, I'm wobbling a bit on this side. So I can do it perfectly still on my right leg, but when I go on my left, see, I'm wobbling around. Well, this is my sciatic leg, okay? Since the car crash, which was, 6, 7 weeks ago, I've been training and working hard about removing the sciatica, the pain running down my thigh, okay? I'm nearly there. I'm waking up in the morning without that knife in the buttock running down the leg, but, because of the sciatica, the nerve compression, it does create weakness. So you can see there, my left leg, and I'm left-handed, so I'm left side dominant, my left leg is a bit weaker than my right leg, and normally it's stronger. So that's why I'm wobbling. But with the wobbling, that's what I'm trying to teach you about, the hesitation, the things to look out for. So there's a reason I'm wobbling on one side and not the other. So if you are wobbling on one side, then we need to work out, well, why are you wobbling on one side? Is it because, like me, you've got a bit of back problem? Or is it because, without realizing, you've got tight ankles, the calf's tight, you've got imbalance in the quad, putting pain in the knee. You've got wear and tear in the knee. It could be simply your core's on, it could be naturally a bit round shouldered, so when you do open up, you hyperextend and that forces you back a bit. There's loads of things to think about, and that's why, we're working from the book and we're doing all the gentle exercises first, so we're trying to discover where your weaknesses are, where your imbalances are, deal with them, so when we put it all together and create a nice, natural walking flow. So, for example, this week's week number 13, but all through this 20-week course, we've been doing things. We've been doing legs out to the side. We've been doing, leg extensions, activating the quads, loosening off the ankles. So we're working from here using this as a reference guide. Okay, and this book's available to anyone in the Hertfordshire area. We've got a few outlets. You can just go in and pick it up. It's for free. It's funded by Sport England via Heart Sports Partnership. You can go into Tompkins Pharmacy in Harpenden. You can go into Letchworth Manor Pharmacy. And you can also go into Welwyn Garden City Central Library. And the good news is, the exciting news, in a few weeks, not available at the moment because I've just ordered the books and they take about 10 days to come. You can go into any library in Hertfordshire. So any Hertfordshire resident, you can go into any Hertfordshire library and pick up your free copy. Okay? And it doesn't matter that we're week 13 because you can join up and start wherever we're in, and you've got it as a reference and we can always go back to that. So that's what I'm going to leave you with. What I want you to do, kitchen worktop, we'll do the knee dip. So you're going to do 10 of those. Now the thing to look out for as well, which I didn't mention, when you're doing that, make sure your knees stay parallel, okay? So you're staying same distance apart from the heels all the way up to the thigh. So you're not doing this and not doing that. Try and keep it lined up. And that way, there's 4 muscles in the quad. 1, 2, 3, 4. That way, you're working all the muscles evenly in the thigh, okay? If you do it like that, you're working the outside muscles more. If your knees come in, you're working the inside muscles more. That will create imbalance. The one thing we're trying to avoid. So make sure thighs stay even and let's create some balance in those thighs. So 10 of those every day, and then every now and then you can do this wherever. If you're bored in a queue, standing, wherever you are, taking a breath, bring down, drop into that support leg that's supporting you, lift up and try and hold it for 5 seconds. So just do that wherever you are throughout the day. Right. That's given you plenty to get on with this week. I will be back on Thursday, same time, 11:30. Go out, enjoy the sunshine. It's finally stopped raining. Go for a walk. And when you do that, make a note. When you're walking, if you actually start engaging your mind and your body, you might discover a little niggle that you didn't know you had. I mean, life's all about distractions. And when we're walking, there's so many distractions and we won't necessarily be listening to what's happening in our bodies. So make a mental note, find out, oh, actually, no, I have got a niggle I didn't realise, and message me and we can talk about it. Okay, so I'll see you on Thursday. Until then, stay well and stay MolyFit.